Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Doodle Robot, and today I'm going to do a flip through of this wonderful book. It was Happy Mail. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the amazing Tinika. Hopefully I said that right. All the way from Australia. She sent me this book. It's called Mulganai. I'm not sure if I said that right. It's illustrated by Emma Holingsworth. It's a First Nations coloring book. It's an Aboriginal art coloring book. So I love Aboriginal art. It's one of those epiphany moments I had when traveling around the world in my 20s with a backpack, and that was it. It was before cell phones and computers and stuff like that. You just went. You had no phone, nothing to connect you to anybody. You had to buy calling cards to call home. But yes, I was right in the middle of studying art and art history at the time, and I went to Australia, and of course had to go in every museum all over the world. You know, I'm not the outdoorsy type person. We got to visit the museums. And I saw these amazing artworks, and I'm like, what are these? How come I've never seen any? How come I haven't studied this in art history? And it turns out it was Aboriginal art, both traditional and contemporary Aboriginal art, which just blew me away and informed my art that I did personally for many, many years. So we can see a little bit of the cover here and the back cover here. There's the young lady working on her art. In here, she tells, I don't want to say, I live near the Navajo Nation, so we call it a tribe, so I guess this would be her tribal people. I don't know if that's the term that they use, indigenous area that she lives in. It's all about storytelling. This was a lovely card from Tinika. Yeah, it's the first time it's a rare circumstance. Usually I live in such a tiny little speck on the map that I don't want to give that information out. So this was a rare instance of me accepting a Happy Meal. So it's my first Happy Meal for the channel because I could not get a hold of this book any other way. So I thank you so much. I have, of course, reached out and done all the proper thanking, and I wanted to do a flip of this because it's amazing. I love it. I read this. She talks about, I haven't read each page yet, but she talks about her storytelling and wanting to have more Aboriginal art in the coloring community, which I think is fabulous. And I just love the abstract nature of this. So when I was in Australia, I learned that, especially in the old world version of this, they would often do animals and things like that. And it was full of lines and like lots of dots and stuff, but every line and every dot had a meaning, which I found fascinating. And these are just so abstract and wonderful. I can't wait to read all these little things. So abstract and wonderful. I can't wait to have a go. I mean, gosh, you can do anything. And I just love the painterly nature of the cover there with all the designs. It's very much about mark making, which you all know I love my mark making. We can't have enough dots on a page. It might even be a good place to, have a go with gouache, because this is so painterly, kind of messy style painting. It's not impressionist, but it's very painterly. Might be nice to try to replicate that. This is a sewn book, glue and sewn bound. Obviously not printed in the US. We hardly ever get sewn bound stuff. This is just so gorgeous. Look at that. I just love these kinds of patterns. Very organic, unpredictable patterns. I'm so grateful. She sent a lovely card too, which I'm not going to show, but I'm going to keep it in the book. When I got this, I was just immediately transported back to that time that I backpacked through Australia. I spent 4 months backpacking through Australia. I went up the, I started in Sydney, I think. I went up the whole coast. Is that the east coast of Australia? I can't remember. Across and down the middle through the outback. It was certainly the trip of a lifetime. An amazing experience. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is more of the contemporary Aboriginal art, because it doesn't strike me as the old style traditional kind. Of course, the colorer can color it in either style, I would imagine. I'm probably going to use bright colors, but that's just me. The traditional Aboriginal art would use very earth tone colors. They were the first spray painters. They would put it in their mouth and spray it. That's how they got those handprints on the rocks. And so they would just use, stuff that they found in nature to make their paints. So, of course, it was very earth-tony. Oh, it's so good. I cannot say enough nice things about this book. This is amazing. I'm so excited. Doesn't this remind you of like little cells under a microscope kind of thing? Butterflies. This is a gorgeous book. I don't think I'll be able to link this for you because, like I said, I couldn't find it. I know some of these are some are double page spreads, but some are single page, but I don't think I would use alcohol marker here. I don't want to mess up. In this particular case, I don't want to mess up that side, personally. Usually I wouldn't worry about that in some books, but this seems a little too precious. All right, that is Mulganai. I hope I'm saying that right. Beautiful book. Thank you so much for the happy mail. Greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.